Beautiful. Brax Beer Special, nearly gone. Bottom of the keg, nearly the bottom of the keg. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy first Homebrew Wednesday of 2013. I missed last week for the first time I missed a Homebrew Wednesday. Bit annoyed with myself, but hey, life's too short, eh? So, I say this every week, but this is going to be a real quick update. I find after you've done about half a dozen of these, you do start to run out of things to say a little bit. Just a couple of little things really. So I had a good Christmas, good New Year's and everything. Didn't really get very much that was homebrew related. The only thing I got was that Secret Santa present, which I showed you already, which was the Booze for Free book with the horseradish vodka and stuff like that. Some great ideas in there. So being the new year, I've got some resolutions. I've not really looked at other people's videos yet recently, so I'm guessing this is a popular theme. I've not really prepared anything, but things have just been whirring around in my head today. I'm not usually a resolutions type of guy, to be perfectly honest. I can't be bothered with that kind of thing. It feels a bit like superstition to me, and I'm not a superstitious person. So, point number one, top of the list. Get my professional qualifications sorted out. I won't bore you with the details of that, but it's pretty important. I've left it for ages. Point number two, DIY jobs. I'm getting to the homebrew stuff. Got a load of plumbing and stuff to do. Point number three, a controversial one for a home brewer, but I think I need to cut down my beer intake. I hear you say. Not massively, it's just I tend to sometimes when I come home from work have a couple of beers, like a lot of days, and I think I just don't think it's that healthy to have like more than one. I mean, you know, it's not binge drinking, so it's not as bad as that, but if it gets to the point where you're having like 2 every night and then sometimes 3, I think that's a bit too much for me. So I'm going to limit myself to maximum 1 pint a day, generally speaking, apart from the odd day or two. So this is mine for today. Cheers. I've got it in this beautiful Erdinger glass, which makes it look bigger than it really is. This is still a pint. So yeah, cutting down on my intake. I figure that means 1 a day. I still need to brew up once every 6 weeks or so. 40 pints. Finally, homebrew related, 2013 will be the year of all grain. So you've seen some of the stuff I've done previously. I got myself a cooler and all that. Just waiting for me to do it. It's a DIY project. When I helped out my parents about a month ago on dismantling this shed and stuff down south, I got a few bits and bobs which are going to come in handy, I think. I got a load of this, which is just polystyrene. Some of it might be too thick. I think this may be too thick, in fact. In various states of disgusting dirtiness and stuff, because it's just been out in a shed, subject to like spiders and insects and all kinds of crap for ages, for years. So give it a bit of a clean. It's only going to go inside the walls, inside the cavities of my cooler, so I don't think it needs to be like totally sanitised, but I might even give it a clean and a quick sanitise as well before it goes in, and then thoroughly sanitise the whole thing. But that's just to add a bit of insulation. So when I was on YouTube a little while ago, I saw a video by a couple of guys who added insulation to their kind of cheapo cooler that they got in a supermarket. I went and checked on my cooler, and it's definitely got just an air space in the lid, which could do with some of this. I don't know about the walls because I haven't checked them, but I got plenty of that. I've got enough to insulate a shed. Well, not quite. I didn't take it all, but I got enough to do about 10 coolers probably. And finally, got this. No prizes for guessing what I'm going to use that for. It's copper piping. What's that? 20 mils, maybe a little bit more across. And that's going to be, I've got that and another bit. It's quite sturdy and thick. I don't actually know what measurement is, whether it's imperial. It's probably imperial because it's probably been in there for ages. So I'm going to use that to, it needs a lot of cleaning up and stuff, with something, Scotch-Brite or something like that probably. But that's going to be my manifold. I've got another length of it down in the garage. So yeah, it's showing you a couple of bits and bobs that I brought back. That's my kind of 2013 New Year's resolutions. The other thing, just to kind of come back to the point about how much booze I'm drinking, how much beer I'm drinking. Cheers. The other point to that is that kind of getting moobs a little bit. So I'm trying to, you know, it's not an unusual resolution. I think it's probably the most common one of anybody's. To just lose a little bit of weight, lose a stone or so. Get back doing some exercise. I used to play like five-a-side football or soccer locally with outside of work, but that's been knocked on the head. So I need to get into doing a bit of badminton. I've been feeling a bit ill over Christmas. I've still got a bit of a chest infection. It's just clearing up now. So I want to get back into do some exercise and stuff. Get back into rock climbing. I love rock climbing. I've not been since February because I injured a tendon in my right hand just there, which still isn't properly healed, and I could do going to the doctors, but there's a lot of different types of climbing holds that I can do with it. It's not kind of that injured, it only hurts when I hold it like that. So I'm going to get back into climbing. So yeah, I think I'll feel like I'll feel a better man, a free spirit when I get back into my climbing. I do miss it. So yeah. Apart from that, maybe pass my motorbike test. Go on a nice holiday, planning a trip to America. So many places I want to go, but myself and my girlfriend are probably going to go to Southwest US, go to Vegas. I don't really want to go to Vegas for Vegas itself, but going to the Grand Canyon and Monument Valley and Arches National Park and all of those beautiful places. Having a bit of a driving tour and holiday, which is the kind of thing we like doing. Maybe find some craft breweries over there. Anyway, it'll probably be 3 weeks at the back end of the year. Apart from that, yeah, just keep on chugging, just not too much. Cheers. Happy New Year. Oh, just one quick final point. I've been having some problems with the sound level on a few of my videos. So they're always coming out really quietly. I use Windows Movie Maker. I don't know if anybody's got any tips on how I could improve that. I wish I'd bought a Canon camera now, which would have had the ability, which would have had an external mic jack. I could have maybe, you know, just got a little cheap mic, and that would have been a lot easier. But yeah, anyone's got any tips on that, let me know. Cheers.